Good morning. I'm in my garden and I'm going to plant out a few of my seedlings to fill in some of the spaces here. And then I've got a huge day planned in the mess over there, and to create that into some sort of functional space. It's a disaster. I really don't know how we're going to start it, but we've got to, because it's September, mid-September, past mid-September. And I need to get it ready for November to plant all my pumpkins and corns and stuff in there. So we're going to give hugelkultur a try because we don't have enough mulch to mulch it. So we're going to go collect some logs and mound it up, and then Paul will hopefully get the mulcher ready to cover the tops of it with mulch, and then I don't know, we'll see how we go. Maybe we're supposed to be getting a delivery of soil from a local excavator dude, and if that can come in time, I can cover the mounds with that soil because it's really beautiful topsoil that he gets, and then maybe mulch that on top because I don't want to be burying the mulch even though I'm burying the wood. I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me either, but hopefully this will work because I'm hoping to have a huge pumpkin crop this year. We've used it so much through winter. It's been a lifesaver really in the garden because not much has grown because I was so late getting my autumn crop in. No, I haven't touched it. Something's been digging in my garden. So I've just weeded this bed and I planted a few things in between what's already here. I planted some more chickpeas in between the ones that survived the guinea fowl. I planted some spring onions in between my lettuce and rocket. I planted some radishes in between these peas. These are a pea that you don't need to stake, they just climb up themselves. I thought that was really cool and they're working really well. What else have I planted in between there? I planted some bok choy, some purple and some green, and then some perpetual spinach here, and then I think I put some more spring onions in this corner here because I had a few left over and they're expired, so if they don't germinate I'll just re-sow with the different pack that I've got, but this was in a bulk pack that I had bought that I just want to use up all the expired seeds. So I think that's this bed done, and then later on, maybe tomorrow, I'll have to weed between those two pea rows, and I might interplant with some more beetroot. So I want to use up my seed. It expires in December, even though it's not just going to stop germinating on me. I know that. I just want to use as much as I can up so I'm not left with a heap of expired seed. So I may interplant those rows with some beetroot on one side and some turnips on the other. So I've been eating heaps of those. And I think this row is done. We just come down to the paddock to collect some wood for the hugelkultur, and I think one of the sheep's giving birth. Someone else has actually had a lamb. So maybe we'll have two today. That's really cool. That was very unexpected. I knew that there was one more that might be pregnant, but when I came in here a few weeks ago, I couldn't see any signs, so I really didn't expect it. And then when we were driving down here, I saw her exhibiting all the signs of labour, which I believe she's in labour. Digging at the ground, bleating, making a heap of noise. She's got a tail up, it's looking really swollen, her bags are full. That's the problem with the sheep down here, is that they're a bit further away, so it's harder to do daily inspections. And like I said, I wasn't expecting any more babies, so I wasn't doing daily inspections. It just happened to be today that we're coming down here to collect wood for the veggie patch. So Paul was down here early this morning. He saw another girl under the tree, or he thought it might have been this one when we first saw her, acting funny, which is what they can start doing when they are about to go into labour. They kind of segregate themselves from the herd, and she was doing that. And then when we were down here watching her in labour, we noticed one was missing, so we went for a walk and he saw her down the bottom. So I'm not sure if that's a Wiltshire. I think it might be a Wiltshire. So the baby would be a Wiltshire cross dorper. We don't really want to keep those at the moment. we find their temperament's not as nice as the Dorpers. The girl in labour, I believe, is Lulu. She's the one that I thought was going to have a baby back when the rest had their babies. And she's also a Wiltshire, so she had a boy last year. So yeah, if they're girls, we'll probably end up on selling them, because we probably don't need any more. We just want to concentrate on having Dorpers. So yeah, exciting. So now we're just going to collect all the fallen wood from under the trees to mound up to make the hugelkultur beds, waiting for them to give birth, or the last one to give birth. I think there's a few more that might be pregnant there. They look really fat. They're either nice and plump or pregnant. So maybe in the next few days we can do a herd inspection. Because usually when one starts giving birth, we'll get a big flush of lambs within the week. We've got a full load. We're going to take it up, we're going to do lunch, and then we're going to come back and check the sheep and see if there's another baby yet. I've got a little stash of broccoli and I'm going to pick 5 carrots. Perfect. Paul went down to the ewe just after we had lunch, which was delicious. And one of the lambs had been born, which is really cool. But it looks like she may be having a second. She's got a bag of water hanging out, which usually means a second, and she's still showing labour signs. So it could be just the placenta, but it could also be a twin, hopefully. Let's go check out now. This is what happens when you're being lazy. There's the first lambie. So that little lamb is a boy, which is good news for us because that means more meat in the freezer. And that is the harsh reality of homesteading. We raise these animals for food, and we keep the girls to breed from, or we will sell them on. Some of the boys we keep as breeders to sell as well for other farms. But not the Wiltshires. We don't want to keep Wiltshires on the property anymore. They're just not the right sheep for us. Dorpers are much better. Just wanted to say quickly, one thing I love about lamb is that we can butcher it ourselves instead of calling out a butcher. I mean, not everyone wants to be able to do that or is capable of doing that, but for us, Paul's able to harvest the lamb. Really, it means that we've got no cost in producing our own meat, and we really enjoy lamb, much better than beef for us. Where a cow, if we were to slaughter a cow, we would need a butcher to process the meat for us because it's just too much for us to be able to handle ourselves. And also we get to use the lamb quicker. It means that it doesn't get freezer burn either, so that's another bonus for us. Yeah, so it's nice having new life on the farm again. Didn't think we were going to get any more lambs until December, so it was a nice little surprise. Baby number 2. So we think it's just the one baby, and I'm pretty confident this one is a girl, which sucks because her mama is a Wiltshire. We may try and bring them up to the sheds. We're going to give them a once over and separate the new mums from the rest of the herd. Yeah, see if there's any more pregnant ones. They'll be fun. So we were supposed to spend all day in here because it's a bomb, and of course we got sidetracked with other things, more important things. As always. But we're going to do a quick 30 minutes in here and hopefully we can get back in here tomorrow. It's going to be another beautiful day tomorrow. It doesn't look like much, but we got the trailer unloaded and did the top row. 1 row to go. Oh, I don't know how many more to go. 1 row done and a million more rows to go, but I'm pretty happy with it. We've got to wait for our delivery of soil and we can cover it and then hopefully mulch on top of that as well. I'll be growing things like pumpkins and melons and corn in here. So at the back where the car is, it's actually quite flat, so we're just going to chop and drop and mulch on top of that because it's just too hard to do the hugelkultur through the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll get another few more loads done tomorrow and yeah, make a dent in it. Now I've got to get dinner organised. The boys are picking pea flowers for a stir fry. I've got